In the heart of a lively African village, where the baobab trees stood tall and the drums never stopped beating, lived a hunter named Adisa. He was the finest hunter in the land, known for his sharp aim and swift feet. One morning, as the sun rose over the village, Adisa prepared for his greatest hunt yet. He sharpened his spear, checked his bow, and smiled with confidence. "Today, I shall bring home the biggest antelope in the forest," he boasted. Before setting out, Adisa and his two friends, Tunde and Bala, visited Baba Olowu, the wise elder of the village. The old man, seated outside his hut with his long staff, looked at them with knowing eyes. "The forest gives, but it also takes. Respect it," he warned. Adisa nodded, but was too excited to listen. The three hunters entered the deep forest, where the trees whispered in the wind and the distant roar of a lion sent shivers down their spines. After hours of searching, Tunde suddenly crouched and pointed. "Tracks. The antelope passed this way." Bala followed the trail, leading them deeper into the woods. But Adisa, too proud to acknowledge their help, simply nodded and walked ahead. Finally, they spotted the antelope grazing near a clearing. Adisa raised his spear, steady and sure. With a swift throw, the weapon found its mark. The great beast fell. A triumphant smile spread across Adisa's face. "I am the greatest hunter," he declared, lifting the antelope over his shoulders. His friends looked at each other, but said nothing. As they returned to the village, the people cheered. Women prepared a great feast, and the drums began to play. That night, the aroma of roasted meat filled the air, and laughter echoed through the village. But not once did Adisa say, "Thank you." He did not thank Baba Olowu for his blessing, Tunde for spotting the tracks, Bala for leading the way, or even the forest for its gift. That night, as the village slept, Adisa lay in his hut, feeling full and satisfied. Just as he closed his eyes, a strange whisper filled the air. "Did you thank the trees for shade? Did you thank the wind for guiding you?" Adisa sat up, his heart pounding. The hut was dark, but the whispers grew louder, swirling around him like the night wind. Suddenly, a cold breeze swept through the room, and the shadows on the walls began to move. Then, he saw it. Standing in the middle of his hut was the antelope, the very one he had hunted. But this time, its eyes glowed, and its voice was deep and haunting. "Gratitude is a hunter's greatest weapon," it said. "Without it, you are nothing." And just like that, the antelope vanished. At dawn, a shaken Adisa rushed through the village. He found Baba Olowu first. "Forgive me, wise one," he said, bowing his head. The elder smiled. Next, he found Tunde and Bala. "I could not have done it without you," he admitted. His friends laughed and clapped him on the back. That evening, another feast was held, but this time, Adisa spoke before the village. "A hunter is only as strong as those who stand beside him," he said. "And for that, I say, thank you." The villagers cheered, the drums played, and the night was filled with joy. From that day on, Adisa never forgot the power of gratitude. For in the heart of every great hunter lies not just strength, but the wisdom to acknowledge those who help him along the way.